Guess what we have today? We have something different. We have something completely different. Today, we have moments in film. These, this is a little series that I thought, you know what? Let's shake it up a bit for Meet the Biz. Moments in film. Um, we're going to have a series of these. And today we have a clip. We have clips from two of my favorite plays and movies. And you're going, plays and movies. Both of these were stage plays, are stage plays, and both of these are films. Um, so the first piece that we will see today, I believe, is Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. We're seeing a clip of that with, well, this was made in 1966. This is the film version with the legendary Elizabeth Taylor and the legendary Richard Burton, hand in hand, you could say. Also, it starred Sandy Dennis and George Segal. A brilliant cast. And I have to say, Elizabeth Taylor's performance, to me, is one of the top 10 performances of all time. I mean, I could watch that movie over and over again. It really feels like you take the journey with them. It's one of those movies that is just, even the play, I mean, the play too, you feel that way, but the movie was, to me, so well done. You'll see too that it was made in black and white for those who haven't seen it. This is actually going to be a different kind of Meet the Biz this week, at least for the first 3 days. To make it sum it up in a short sentence, this film is about a late night party that turns into morning, if that's a short way to put it. But it has so many levels, such good acting, and you'll see the clip in a minute. We're going to show both clips, one and then the other. The second one is, I have to say, another one of my favorite movies of all time and favorite plays. The script is amazing. And the performance by Katharine Hepburn is, I would say, one of the best performances of all time. Lion in Winter from 1968. I tell you, the 60s were phenomenal. And these were the second part of the 60s, as we know. Talk about a monologue that you're going to see here. So great. You know, she's so in the moment. And both of these scenes that you're going to see both have angst and comedy and the human experience, you could say. That Lion in Winter, for those who haven't seen it or who have, it's about King Henry and his wife Eleanor of Aquitaine and their 3 sons. And Henry wants one of the sons to become king, and Eleanor wants the other son to become king. And it's all about who gets what and what gets who and blah, 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 blah. Let me just say that one of the lines from it is pretty much sums up the film. What family doesn't have its ups and downs? And there's so many good lines, so many good lines. I remember watching this at my brother's home when I went to visit him up in near Lake Tahoe years ago. And every time I would visit him for years, we would put on the movie and we would recite the lines. I mean, the script is so So Amazing by James Goldman. And beside Katharine Hepburn, listen to this cast. I mean, this is just some of the cast. Katharine Hepburn, and then Henry, Peter O'Toole. And this was, I believe, Anthony Hopkins' first film. Anthony Hopkins plays one of the sons and one of the James Bonds, Timothy Dalton. Incredible. So I want you to sit back, relax, watch them over if you want. Again, they're short little scenes, but just a slice of life. Just a powerful, I mean, this exercise is about living in each moment. You know how I say, in the breath, just flowing with it. I mean, just going with it. I'm sure when they did another take, each take was so different because it was so exquisite.
What a dump. Hey, what's that from? What a dump.
How would I know?
Oh, come on. What's it from? You know.
Martha.
What's it from, for Christ's sake?
What's what from?
I just told you. I just did it. What a dump. Huh? What's that from?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Dumbbell. It's from some damn Betty Davis picture. Some goddamn Warner Brothers epic.
Martha, I can't remember all the pictures that came out of Warner Brothers.
Nobody's asking you to remember every goddamn Warner Brothers epic. Just one single little epic. That's all. Betty Davis gets peritonitis at the end. And she wears this big black front wig all throughout the picture, and she's married to Joseph Cotton or something.
Somebody.
Somebody. And she wants to go to Chicago all the time because she's not the actor with the scar. But she gets sick. And she sits down in front of her dressing table.
What actor? What scar?
I can't remember his name, for God's sake. What's the name of the picture? I want to know what the name of the picture is. She gets this peritonitis. She decides to go to Chicago anyway. And
Chicago. It's called Chicago.
Huh? What? What is?
I mean, the picture. It's called Chicago.
Oh, good grief. Don't you know anything? Chicago was a 30s musical starring Little Miss Alice Faye. Don't you know anything? This picture, Betty Davis comes home from a hard day at the grocery store.
She works in the grocery store.
She's a housewife. She buys things. She comes home with the groceries, and she walks into the modest living room of the modest cottage, modest Joseph Cotton set her up in.
Are they married?
And yes, they're married to each other, Clark. And she comes in, and she looks around this room, and she sets down her groceries, and she says, "What a dump!"
Oh.
She's discontent.
Oh.
Well, what's the name of the picture?
I really don't know, Martha.
Well, think!
Well,
How beautiful you make me. What might Solomon have sung had he seen this? I can't. I turned to salt. I've lost again. I'm done for this time. Well, there'll be other Christmases. I'd hang you from the nipples, but you'd shock the children. They kissed sweetly, didn't they? I'll have him next time. I can wait. Ah, there you are. My comfort and my company. We're locked in for another year. 4 seasons more. What a desolation. What a life's work.
Here's the assignment for this month for what you're seeing today. Watch both of these films. Find them online. Go to Netflix or any way you can find them. At least one of the films. But I'd love to see both because you have the whole month to do it. I want you to write one page and you could type it out, whatever. Scan it if you handwrite, whatever. But yeah, send it to me. What you liked about each. And maybe if you want, you could say something you didn't like about it. And then, you could write a paragraph about that, maybe half a page. But the other half, I want you to say, if I was going to be cast in this piece, what role would I play? So you get to indulge, and don't just say what role would you play. Say why would you play the role, and how would you make it your own? A lot of times, some people say, "Okay, gotta watch the movie so I know what to do during the show." A lot of times, before I do a play or a performance, I don't like to watch it right beforehand because I definitely want to make it my own. Um, but these are such legendary performances. You could still make it your own, even if you have seen a film or a stage play before. Anyway, that's the assignment for this month. It is due March 31st. That's a Wednesday, 2021. And send it to me at david@pastudiowest.com. And here's an incentive. And I don't do a lot of these incentives or what is it, prize kind of thing. But for those who send it in, I'm going to be looking at everything. I'm going to be reading it. And for those who really do the assignment, you'll be in a lottery to win a special prize. Anyway, enjoy and have fun with this. Line in Winter and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?